I'm 104 years old and I still make my own breakfast every single morning. Not because someone told me to, because the day I stop, I'm telling my body it's done. And I'm not done. My name is Dot, Dorothy Richardson. I was born in 1921 on a dirt farm in Montana, and I have buried my husband, one of my children, most of my friends, and every single idea I ever had that health was complicated. It is not complicated. It never was. But here's what nobody wants to hear. The reason most of you are exhausted, inflamed, fogged out, and watching your body fall apart at 60 is not bad luck. It's not genetics. It's not even age. It's what you put in your mouth every single day for 30 years while telling yourself you'd fix it later. Later came. Are you fixed? I'm not saying that to be cruel. I'm saying it because I watched my husband, John, eat the way the modern world told him to eat. Convenient, fast, whatever was easy. And at 70 years old, his heart stopped. Just stopped. I held his hand in that hospital room, and I made him a promise. I said, John, I am going to live as long as God allows, and I am going to do it right. And here I am, 36 years later, still here. So let me tell you about 7 things I ate every single day for over 80 years. Not diet tips, not a program. Just the truth from someone who is still breathing at 104 with a clear mind, 2 pills, and no disease eating her alive. The first one is oatmeal. Every morning of my life since I was a small girl. Not the kind in the little packet with the fake maple flavor. Rolled oats, cooked slow, with walnuts and a spoon of real honey from a neighbor's farm. That is it. I know you think that sounds boring. Boring kept me alive. You want exciting? Go eat something exciting and tell me how you feel at 80. My mother ate oatmeal every morning and she lived to 94. Her mother before her. I didn't question it. I just did it. The walnuts are not decoration. They are the most important part. Every single morning for 80+ years, a small handful of walnuts on top. Your brain needs fat. Real fat. Not the fake kind they invented in the 1950s and called progress. I grew up poor. Depression-era poor. Where you ate what was in the garden and nothing else. And what my mother put in that oatmeal every morning wasn't a wellness trend. It was just sense. Common sense that got buried somewhere between convenience and television commercials. We used to know how to eat. Then someone decided to sell us something better, and we believed them. I never believed them. I just kept making my oatmeal. The second thing is 1 soft-boiled egg. Every day. Not scrambled. Not fried. Soft-boiled. So the yolk is still soft and alive. People spent decades terrified of the egg yolk. You know what I spent those same decades doing? Eating the yolk. And here I am. The egg is a whole food. It was here before doctors, before studies, before everyone had an opinion. Eat the whole egg. Your grandparents knew this. We forgot it on purpose so someone could sell you something else. The third thing is garlic. Raw garlic. Every single day. I know what you're thinking. I don't care. I put it in my soup, in my salad dressing. Sometimes I eat a small piece of it raw, in the morning like medicine. Because it is medicine. The oldest medicine there is. I never had a serious infection in my life. I never had the kind of sickness that takes people down for weeks. I'm not saying garlic is magic. I'm saying I ate it every day for 80 years, and I'm still here, so you tell me what it is. The fourth thing is homemade vegetable soup. Every single day for lunch. Not from a can. Homemade. I grew my own vegetables until I was 98 years old. Pulled them from the ground with these hands. Whatever was in season went in the pot. Carrots, onions, celery, whatever I had. With bone broth as the base. bone broth. Twice a week I'd make a pot from scratch, from chicken or beef bones, simmered for hours. The gelatin in that broth does something for your joints, your gut, your skin, that no supplement bottle will ever match. I have never bought a joint supplement. I walk every single morning. My knees work because I fed them. The fifth thing is an apple. Every day. 1 apple. I know it sounds like a nursery rhyme. It is a nursery rhyme. There's a reason that saying survived 100 years. Because it's true. Not apple juice. Not apple sauce with added sugar. 1 real apple. With the skin on. Every single afternoon. I ate it like a ritual. Like a prayer, almost. A small act of faithfulness to my own body. The 6th thing is fermented food. Sauerkraut. Real pickles. The kind in brine, not vinegar. A spoonful of sauerkraut with dinner almost every night of my life. We made our own on the farm. A big crock in the basement full of cabbage and salt and thyme. Modern people spend a fortune on probiotic pills. My grandmother never heard the word probiotic, and she lived to 91. The bacteria in fermented food is something your gut has needed since the beginning of human time. We stopped giving it to ourselves. We started wondering why we're sick all the time. The 7th thing, and this one is going to surprise you, is buttermilk. 1 glass every night with dinner. Old-fashioned buttermilk. The real kind. People look at me strange when I say this, but I have eaten every single one of these 7 things consistently, without exception, without cheat days, without deciding the rules didn't apply to me, for more than 80 years. That is not a diet. That is a relationship with food. You don't have a relationship with food right now. You have an argument with it. Every day, an argument about what you're going to eat, when, how much, whether it's allowed, whether it fits the plan. I never had a plan. I had habits. Habits so deep, they don't require decisions anymore. And that is the whole secret. Now, here's where I need you to listen very closely, because this is where most people stop, and this is exactly where you cannot stop. It's not just what I ate. It's what I never ate. I never had fast food. Not once. Not a single time in 104 years. I never drank soda. Not a single glass. I never ate fried food more than maybe 10 times in my entire life. I'm not telling you this to make you feel guilty. I'm telling you this because every single one of those things was a choice. Nobody made me do it. Nobody locked the fast food away from me. I chose it. Every single day. I chose something else. You are choosing right now. Every meal is a vote for what kind of body you'll have at 70, at 80, at whatever age God gives you. You don't get to vote once and be done. You vote every single day with what you put in your mouth. I lost John at 70. I have thought about that every single morning since. He was not a careless man. He was a good man. He worked that farm for 50 years with those hands. He gave everything to this family. But food was not something he took seriously, and his body kept the score. He told me once, maybe a year before he died, that he was tired all the time, that his stomach hurt in ways it never used to, that his mind felt foggy some mornings before he'd even had a chance to start the day. I told him, "John, you are eating wrong." He laughed at me. He said, "Dot, I've been eating my whole life. I think I know how to do it." And I loved him too much to push harder. That is the regret that never fully leaves me. Bodies always keep the score. They are patient accountants. They don't send the bill right away. They wait. And then one day, suddenly, without warning, the bill arrives. For John, it arrived on a Tuesday morning in October. He was in the barn. He was there. And then he wasn't. And I have spent every day since asking myself what I could have done differently. The answer is, I couldn't change him. You can only change yourself. I don't want that for you. Here is what I want you to do today. Not next Monday. Today. I want you to make one of these things. Just one. Buy rolled oats and make a bowl of real oatmeal tomorrow morning. Put walnuts on it. Eat it slowly. No phone. No television. Just sit with your food for 10 minutes like your body is something that deserves your attention. Because it is. And then do it again the next day. And the day after. For 30 days straight. Just that one thing. You will feel a shift. Not a dramatic one. Not the kind they promise you on television. A quiet one. The kind that comes from treating your body like it matters. Then add the second thing. Add 1 raw clove of garlic to something you're already making. Chop it into your salad. Stir it into your soup. Then the third thing. Make a pot of real vegetable soup one Sunday afternoon. It takes 40 minutes. You have 40 minutes. I know you have 40 minutes because I watch what people say they don't have time for. And I have lived through a Great Depression, a World War, raising 3 children on a Montana farm with no running water until I was 30 years old. And I still found time to make soup. So do not tell me about time. Not a diet. Not a transformation, not a cleanse or a challenge or a reset. Just one choice, and then another, and then another. Until the choices become habits, and the habits become you. The person you are in 20 years is being built right now, in this moment, with what you do today. That is the most important sentence I have said. Can I ask you something hard? And I want you to actually sit with this. Don't just scroll past it. When was the last time you ate something because it was good for you? Not because it was fast or cheap or because you were too tired to make something real. When was the last time you made a decision about your health that your body will thank you for 30 years from now? Do you even believe you're going to be here in 30 years? Because if you don't believe it, you won't act like it. And if you don't act like it, you're making it true. I buried my oldest child 2 years ago. He was 83. I was 102. I held my son in the ground, and I came home, and I made my oatmeal the next morning. Because that is what you do. You keep living. You keep feeding your body like it's worth something. Because it is worth something. You are worth something. I am 104 years old. I woke up this morning before the sun came up, the way I have every morning for 100 years. I prayed. I made my oatmeal with walnuts and honey. I ate my soft-boiled egg. I drank my black coffee. And I sat in the quiet of this Montana morning, with my whole mind clear and thought, somebody out there needs to hear this today. That somebody might be you. Don't wait until the bill arrives. Start today. Your body's not broken. It is just waiting to be fed.